Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Hope you are all doing well. If this is your first video with me, hello, I'm Tanya, and on this channel I do planning, budgeting and life things, so it could be ranging from holidays, hauls, favourites and budgeting like this, including cash stuffing and just planning videos in Erin Condren planners predominantly. But if you are one of my oldies but goldies, welcome back. Thank you for joining me again. As you can see, I've got a little bit of a different setup for this one because I thought, you know what, it's a brand new year. We are going to try do something different with my budgeting. So I have cash because guess what guys, we're doing a bit of cash stuffing today, which I'm really excited about because I haven't done a proper cash stuffing in about 18 months now because, you know, the world kind of went a bit crazy and a lot of places around here are not accepting cash, but I thought I can turn some of my sinking funds into cash ones, so that's what I'm doing. I've also got a couple of binders over here which I will talk through in a minute, and please excuse the plaster on my hand. I decided to cut my hand open on a bread knife at work today, so that was fun. I've also got a brand new little monthly planner from Erin Condren which I'm going to be doing my budgeting in, so I've got this page and this page to go through, so I'm going to just move everything out the way and then I'm going to go quickly through my binders and everything, and then we'll get on to the budgeting. So strap in guys and let's get this video going. So very quickly just going to go through these binders with you. They're very quick, it's nothing fancy by any means, but I have this purple one and I have a pink one. My purple one I've had for a really long time and I've only just thought to start using it. This one isn't for cash, this is actually one I'm going to keep all of my receipts in. So if I open it, each month has a receipt section, so each month has its own little pocket. They're all ready to go, and this way I can keep track of all of my receipts because I am notorious for just getting them and chucking them out and not actually thinking about the fact that sometimes I need to do returns, and I actually like to then go back and go through this at the end of the month and actually see that I've definitely tracked everything, whether it is on a digital one because sometimes I just use my card, so that's digital funds, or if it is in cash, in which case I don't really need to keep it. But I just thought I need something like that. And in the little pouch here at the back, or technically the front, I've got a bunch of coupons. I thought I'd keep my coupons in here so I know where they all are. So some of them are just from like websites. I've got Peacock's one there. I've got some free tickets for like Chessington, Alton Towers and stuff because I got them with a Christmas box. And then also in here I've got my little cash withdrawal slip which I took to the post office earlier today to get my cash out. So I have that in there, but that is that one. It's very straightforward and not very exciting, but I thought I'd show it to you anyway. And then the pink one is the one I'm really excited about. I've actually only got this yesterday. I've already customised it to how I wanted it and it's got categories in it. So I kept seeing this on a lot of the ones I was watching and I was like, do you know what, we need to do this too, because the ones I had just wasn't really working in them little envelopes that I had. I need something that I can actually carry around with me that's a bit more portable and secure, so we've got this one. So some of my cash envelopes are now going to be in here. So I've got a fun money, medication, which I thought, you know, my pharmacy is accepting cash, so I can easily just have that one as a cash envelope as opposed to it being on my card, so that's now in here. Outings is going to be in here, as is the camera, laptop. This one, my friend Jodie is getting married next year. She's asked me to be her bridesmaid, which I'm super excited about because I've never been a bridesmaid before and I don't know what I might have to pay for. I don't know at the minute because it's like really early stages still. I don't know if I'm going to have to be paying for my dress. I'm probably going to get her and her partner a present obviously for their wedding, or maybe they want money instead, so I want to obviously put something aside. So just so I've got something, I've got a little envelope for her wedding, and at the back I have a rollover one. So this one is going to be any money that is left over from my food shopping envelope or my work food card. Now I can't actually take the money off my work food card once it's on there, so what I will be doing is I always put £20 on it regardless. So what I'll do is just put £20 aside budgeted, put the difference on the card, and the rest of it will go in here. So then that's sort of like I've taken it out from the previous month, if that makes sense. We'll get through it, but anyway, I also need to fill this with the cash from previous ones, but again we will do that at the end when we get to it. Okay, so I'm going to zoom you in and we will start on this, and hopefully it will make sense this month, because I think last month was a bit confusing. I also sped through it really quickly last month because I was on my way to work, so I'll zoom you in and then we can properly get into this budget. And as always, please do excuse my crude handwriting. It's not my favourite of penmanship, but hopefully it's still legible to you all. Okay, right, so for pay this month, I completely forgot I did extra hours this month, so there's me doing like a preemptive budget last week thinking I'll get like £1,050 if I'm lucky. Oh no, this month I got £1,215 and 47 pence, so I got a lot more than I thought I was going to. And as usual, the pennies, I never budget that, that goes into an extra pennies pot, and so far in that pot from this year already of all pennies where I've zeroed out my envelopes from all like the loose change, I've got like £8 in there already, and it's only the 14th, which I'm really impressed by this, so that makes me happy. Also with my pay this month, I've also got an additional £64 left over from Christmas, and that's from my mum. I have already spent a little bit of it, but this is still on my card, so I just want to remember that I still have that to go towards my fun money today, because otherwise I will forget to write that down and I'll end up being really confused when payday does actually hit on, well, tomorrow, and I don't want to forget that I've got it. So that is how much I got paid this month, which for me is really good. I only did like a few extra hours this month, but then I forget they pay us for not working Christmas Day and Boxing Day, so that was pretty cool. Okay, into card one. So as usual, my bills and subscriptions are super low because I live with my dad. He doesn't charge me rent, utilities or anything. I just cook him his dinner, I do cleaning, do laundry, sort of like house daughter stuff as we call it. So just the deal, and I'm very lucky, I'm extremely lucky, and I know I'm very lucky not to be having to pay anything. He's pretty cool like that, my dad. So my bills and subscriptions for this month is only £91. My work food is still going to be 20, because I've taken out, I say taken out with like bunny ears there, I've taken out the amount in cash, which was £10, so I need to put 20 on my card. I've sort of confused myself slightly, but I know where I'm going with this, but budgeting 20 to go onto the card while 10 has been theoretically taken off. It's confusing, I know where I'm going with it, just roll with me. Dice, as usual, is getting £48, so each Sunday I roll the dice, whatever the amount is, double it, and it goes into one of my sinking funds or one of my savings. Just depends on what little bit of paper I pick out of my Mickey and Minnie pouch. Gotta, you know, have some fun with this budgeting, make it more interesting. On to general and savings, that sort of section. I did really well this month. I didn't take a single thing out of my general in the last 30 days. I've been really good. However, holiday, I did say in my last video that this number was going to be going down because we were meant to be paying for Florida this year. That has now actually changed because we've now actually had to cancel Florida for this year. We're moving it to next year instead because of some health reasons on my dad's part. So because of that we can't really go flying at the moment for quite a while, so hopefully next year that should all be resolved. So because of that we're not going away, but the amount has gone down because we decided instead of going to Florida we'll have a week at Centre Parks, and we booked the lodge already, so the amount for my holiday has gone down, and I'm completely fine with that because that is exactly what this holiday account is for. So I'm fine with that. It was, I think, £412 we each had to pay for this lodge, which was a little expensive compared to when we went last year, but it's fine. That's why we have the account. So between now and us going, this is obviously going to go down a little bit more, but I'm still going to keep putting money into it towards sort of Centre Parks, and then I'll just have to rebuild it up again for Florida next year. Retirement is self-explanatory. Gifts is just people's birthdays, Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day, stuff like that. I have gone quite hard on the gifting. I've had 3 birthdays since my last paycheck, and I've also started buying February birthday presents as well. I just wanted to kind of get a start on it because I've got 3 birthdays in February as well. March, I have birthdays, but they're not ones that people get presents or cards for, so don't have to worry about that so much. So general, we are putting in £123. Holiday is going to get 182, so that will just top that back up. Not a lot, but there'll be some in there. Retirement is getting 20, and gifts I'm actually going to do 40, so that should hopefully cover me up for the first 2 birthdays in February, and then when I get paid in February that will cover me for my last February birthday. The last section, which has actually got a little bit bigger, is my just cash envelopes, like the actual cash ones that will be going in this pink binder, and the other one goes in my purse, because we always have some cash in the purse because you never know when you're going to have an emergency. So with this one, fun money has already got £80 in it. Now that's from my Christmas money from my granddad. He gave it to me in cash. That goes in the fun envelope just in case. So technically my fun money for this month is really high, but last year when he gave me that for Christmas, I didn't start spending that until March, because I was like budgeting to the gods last year and I was like, no, we're not touching it, and we didn't. So I'm not gonna put anything in fun money. My rollover, so from my food envelope and my work food card, I actually have £50 left over. I don't know how I had that much left over in my food envelope, but I've taken it out, so I'm fine with that. It might even be more than that actually. It might even be 60 now I've done that. I think it even could be 60. I'll come back to that in a minute. It might actually be 60. I could be wrong. Jodie's wedding, I'm just going to pop in 20 straight off the bat so I can start building that up. Again, like I said, I don't know what I need. I've never been a bridesmaid before. I don't know if I'm paying for a few bits for her. If she wants me to pay for some things for her, then I can, because I'll hopefully build it up. But she's not getting married until 2023, so I've got like over a year to go, so should be fine. Outings, not getting anything in that one because I'm going to put money onto my digital one. Medication, I'm only going to do 5 because I shouldn't really need anything until my next payday, but then if I do need anything I've got the money in there just in case, because again, you never know. My new camera is getting 20, laptop is getting 14 because I actually got a 3 on my dice roll, so that became £6 and it got into my laptop, so that's where that one's gone. And 20 into my purse. I've just had a very quick look. It was 60, not 50 for my rollover. I thought that didn't look right as I did it, but now it's sorted. Okay, my digital envelopes and sinking funds, they are all on one card in my bank account, so I just have to really be careful with my transaction logging. I have to track every single transaction and make sure that I'm making the correct maths on that, because I mess up sometimes. Somehow I ended up with like a couple of extra pounds this month, but I think that was from some refunds and I didn't write them down in my transaction log, so that's fine, but we've sorted that out now anyway. So in my food envelope I have left £8. I try and leave at least 10, but I did actually buy something today before I came home, so that's now become £8. I say £8, there's 8 left. I'm adding 180. My brain isn't functioning yet. I've been at work since 4:30 this morning. My brain is like, nope, not today. So yeah, I have £8 left, sorry, and I'm adding 180. That's where I was going with that. Takeout, I am adding 20 just to put a little bit in that. I was doing quite well with takeout until yesterday or the day before. I had a McDonald's, so that's dipped down a bit. Dinner out, I'm actually only going to put £8 in there just to round that back up to 90. I don't think I'm going to be going out with Nicola this month because she's actually going on holiday for her birthday, so I won't be seeing her until February, and it might even be when I get paid in February at this rate, so I'm just going to do that one for the time being. I always pay for her birthday, she always pays for my birthday, so something that we do. It's like an extra present, I guess, so that's how that one has come out. I've botched some of this up as I was writing it down, so sorry if you can't read it. For fuel I'm going to do 30. There's already 30 in there, so it becomes 60, because at the minute the fuel prices have been absolutely ridiculous since we had that fuel shortage back in like September, October, whenever it was, I can't quite remember when. But since then the fuel prices in my area have been ridiculously high. Now normally I can do a full tank for about £40–45 depending on how much I can squeeze in. At the minute it's coming up to nearly £55 to £60 for a full tank, so I thought, even though I've still got a bit in there, I do want to start building that up just a little bit more, just so when the time comes I can actually just fill the whole tank up if I need to and not have to worry about it. I've probably got enough to last me another week, so we'll see what happens. Right, toiletries, only going to do 2 just to go up to 20 because I barely spent a thing out of there last month. I know I do need a few things in the next month, so that should hopefully cover that. Fashion, I've only got £3 left, but I'm only going to put in 7 because honestly, if I really want to get any clothes this month, I might just use that Christmas money that's left over. And that can then build up again in case I need anything for maybe work, like a pair of work trousers or something. That'll cover that quite nicely. Miscellaneous is going to get 10 because I like to try and keep 25 in there. Outings, I'm going to do 10 just to pop this up to 300 because that will be quite a nice amount. That plus my cash one, which comes to about £420 in total. So that is either a really good day out or like quite a few smaller days out. So that's how I'm doing that one. My Erin Condren stuff, if I do want anything, which at the minute there's not been a lot on the website I've wanted, but I do have a gift voucher I need to use before the end of March, which is I think $25 on the gift card. So if I can just build this up just a little bit more, then this should hopefully just cover the shipping at the very minimum. Christmas is going to get 30. I won't lie guys, I did actually buy some bits for Christmas already. I know it's January, but there was a few things in the sales and I was like, do you know what, there's like, they're tiny things that they're not going to expire, they're not going to get damaged if we have a heat wave or snowstorm or anything. I thought I'll just get them now while I can, and I've got them. Whether I'll remember that I've got them come December is a different question, but here we are. My cart, now I'm actually going to put £150 in here because I got paid so much more this month. I thought I'll really beef this one up. I paid my car tax already on the 24th, 25th, somewhere that week, whatever that week starts with of them two. I can't remember what day it is that week, but I've got my car service and MOT that day, and that's already going to be about £290 before they find any faults with it. So I thought I'll try and beef that one up nicely. I mean, so technically this does cover it, but if there's suddenly a problem, I kind of want to have a bit more in here so I don't have to take so much out my general savings account, if that makes sense. And then in February I've got my car insurance, so I'm just like, right, if there's nothing wrong with the car, this should cover that insurance. But I guess again we'll see when the time comes, because that's gonna be painful. But I thought, yeah, while I've got a bit of extra cash, I will just beef that one up as best I can. My 3 at the bottom are sort of my subscription sinking funds, I guess. I know they're coming out each year, so my Disney only needs 5 because my Disney subscription is $59.99, so that is that one now completely finished. The dentist, just put in 10. I worked out I need a minimum of at least £86 for the dentist, and that's sometime in like June, July, somewhere. I can't remember but I know I need that much. And my AVG is £10, and that's somewhere in about, I want to say April, might even be earlier, but then that should hopefully cover that. So I'm going to quickly go through and write in all my new totals, and then we can finally get onto the cash stuffing bit, which I'm really excited about. Okay, so I wrote everything down, which is all of my new totals. All I need now to do is my fun money. So I actually have £135 unbudgeted, plus my £64 from Christmas. So that leaves me, I'm hoping, if I've done my maths correctly here, £199 on my fun money part of my card. So I'm hoping that is right. I'm really happy with my general and holiday amounts, just because that is now completely beefed right up. That makes me very happy. So where have I got left to do? So all I now need to do is, what have I missed? My card total. Right, so my card total, once everything has been transferred and sorted, I should have, again hoping, £358 left on my cards. So that is that done, and now it is cash stuffing time, which I'm sure most people, it's their favourite part, because I know it's my favourite part of people's video. So I'm going to move this to the side so I can still see it, and bring this out. Right, so I also need to now empty out my old envelopes. So these are my old ones. As you can see, they're beautiful, but they are really bulky. And unfortunately, it's just a bit of an inconvenience trying to carry this around when they're loose, whereas I can just take this with me. So I thought it was time for, you know, something different for the new year. So let's go sort all of these out quickly. So into my fun money. What have we got in here? So I should have already, I say should, like I said, my math is not fantastic by any means. So we should have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, yes. So you have 80 in my fun money already. So I'll put these in and then I'll go back and do the actual stuffing part because I want to make sure I've got everything in here correct first of all. Medication, there's that one. Medical. So all I've got in here is £25. That is a crisp 20, I'm not gonna lie, that is a happy 20 there. And I've put these things on like all sort of back to front, so none of my zips open all the same way because that seems to bulk these things out and didn't want that. Outings, which is my biggest envelope out of all of this lot, should have £120 in it. And like with these ones as well, as good as they are, they have these little popper ones inside it which sort of make it even more bulky because you kind of got like these two poppers. And like I said, they were lovely when I first started doing my budgeting back in 2020, because that's when I started doing my cash envelopes, but then obviously everything went crazy in the world. So anyway, I digress. So this is outing, so I should have 120. That's 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100, 105, 110, 115, 120. So that one there is a little bent and that will bug me. And these, like I said, I only got this yesterday, so all of my envelopes are still like really quite stiff and a bit difficult to open at the minute, but that's fine. We'll get used to it as we're going on. Camera has, where is it, 20, hopefully, yeah. I just think this is so much more convenient to carry around, and it wasn't until I was watching like a lot of cash envelopes the other day, I was like, why have I not got these? Why have I not done this? Like, should I not do that? And so I did. And my laptop should have £26. Yes, it does. That's fine. And again, this is good to have the cash in it loose as well, which I'm fine with that. So should I put the coins at the front or the back? I think we'll put them at the front so I can see them. And Jodie's wedding didn't have anything, so that was new, and so is my rollover. Okay. Right, flip that back, and then we can actually do some stuffing. I've just got to bring my cash bag over, and then we can do that. Right, okay, so now that's all stuffed, we can actually do it properly, which I haven't done this for so long, and I think you understand how excited I am to be doing actual cash again. It makes me really, really happy. Right. I digress. So fun money, that is not getting anything because it's already got 80 in it. Right, medication is getting 5. And now I've got this here, I can just quickly grab my cash. That makes life so much easier now. Yay. Outings isn't getting anything else, that's staying at 120. My camera is getting another 20. The 20s have been so crisp recently. Every time I've gone up to the post office to get them out, they're like, give me some really good ones. My laptop is getting 14, and I will probably change out the change that's in here at some point. Just at the moment, I'm not. So that's got a 10 and 4 ones. It's been my noisiest one so far, just so I wanted to round that out. Right, Jodie's wedding is getting 20. God, these are still so stiff. Like I said, I only got them yesterday, so I'm still sort of, that will bend down. So trying to get them to open quickly. I might have to just zip them open and shut for a little while. So that is 20. And my rollover, so I have got, oh, I've missed a 10 somewhere, haven't I? What have I done wrong? No, I haven't. I know what I've done. It's fine. It's fine. Had a brief panic then, but it's fine. Right. Rollover is getting 60. Do you know sometimes your heart just suddenly stops, you think, oh my god, I've done something wrong? I haven't. Right, it's getting 50, which was from my food envelope, and then I got a 10 from my work food. That is then 50 going into roll up. So this is what I'm going to try and use as savings, or maybe if one month I get like a really bad paycheck, then I have this to sort of help me out. But ideally I want to kind of save as much as I can in here by the end of the year, so then that can help me out. I am so happy with that, and the fact that that's got stuff in it now. Like, you don't understand how excited I am that I have cash envelopes again. And I love it that it's in this very handy little, that just makes me happy. The sound of that just makes me happy. It's like, I know, sad and slightly pathetic, but still I enjoy it. Right, I've realised why I've got another 20. I forgot I haven't done my purse yet. So always put cash in my purse because you never know. Let's try and hide all my card details. There we go. Right, so I've already got a 20 in here. I'm just trying to do it so you don't see my card. And I get another 20 in there. So that is leaving me with £40 in my purse. Right, and there we go. We are back to the book being all open. Got a crumb. There we go. Crumb is gone. So that is it for this week's video on, well, this month's budgeting one actually. I might start, if I can, and it's very dependent. I'm starting to sell a lot of stuff on my Depop and Facebook Marketplace and earning a little income from my blog. So I'm thinking maybe every 2 to 3 months doing a check-in on that as well. I don't know if you guys would want like a weekly check-in on budgeting, or maybe like a bi-weekly one, or if you're just happy with me doing this one a month. Do let me know in the comments if there's anything in particular you would like to see from me budget wise, because that would also give me some ideas of what I could film for you guys. Because otherwise I'm at a bit of a loss as to what else to do, because like I said, I only get paid monthly. A lot of the cash envelope budgeters, or just budgeters in general that I watch, they get paid weekly or bi-weekly, and I don't get that. So we get paid once every 28 days, so I get 13 paydays in a year. So that's at least 13 videos. But yeah, if there's anything in particular you guys would really like to see budget wise from me, or maybe you want to know about my cash envelopes a bit more, or I've made a mistake in here, or you think I may be putting too much money in a certain category and then not as much in something else, do let me know, because I like this little budgeting community and it really does help me to what other people think when I'm thinking like, oh, maybe I should save that aside instead of spending that instead. So I'm trying not to make my fun money too much, and ideally I don't want to spend £199 on anything this month. I don't really need anything, but I mean, there's some things I've got my eye on. They're sort of wish list stuff instead. But anyway, I'm now rambling. I will stop. Anyway, hope you guys have a lovely day. Thank you very, very much for watching. If you did like the video, please do like it and subscribe if you want to, because that would mean so much. I don't often ask people to like and subscribe because I feel like if you want to, you'll just do it. You don't need me to tell you or ask you, but if you did, please like and subscribe. That would mean so much. And I'll see you guys in another budgeting video next month, or if you are a subscriber, I'll see you next week for another video. Bye everyone.